The UFC 327 press conference just wrapped up. I'm going to give you a recap and what stood out to me. This was one of the funniest press conferences, most entertaining press conferences I've seen in a long time, bro. And I know it started at a pretty weird time. It usually starts a little later. But, bro, when I tell you this was just straight comedy up and down, it was straight comedy. Yuri was cool, calm, and collected, per usual, getting the loudest pops, getting the loudest cheers, had a lot of special moments. Carlos Ulberg was just chilling, cool. He got some boos, but you knew that was going to happen because Yuri's that's their guy. That's who everybody's backing. Josh Hokit just got the most mixed reception I think I've seen in a long time, bro. He was getting cheered, then he would get booed, then he would get cheered some more. He brought up Dan Hooker like a man. I don't know how he stays in character. Every time he got asked a question and you knew he was going to get asked a lot of them, he had something that he did. He didn't answer any questions. And he kept asking the crowd, is he right? They would cheer him every time. A few people would be booing, but you would hear a lot of cheers. Curtis Blaydes was just confused. Like, that's really the sum of him getting the camera put on his face. He was confused. This is literally it. Paulo Costa really carried. I'm going to be completely honest. Of course, you knew he was going to carry. He called Azamat Murzakanov fat like 18 different times. He was fired up like crazy, though. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't seen Paulo Costa this fired up in a little minute. He was going crazy. Paulo Costa also said he hates Russians and he wants to fight Ankalaev next. Crowd booed Azamat a lot, but that's normal for a crowd that's pro the other fighter. But Azamat puts on entertaining fights. He's a knockout artist. I don't think he should be getting booed. Cub Swanson got a loud pop. So glad he's getting the respect he deserves. I'm glad the UFC gave him a main card slot so he can be at a press conference. Shout out to UFC for that. Johnny Walker was fired up as well. He showed a lot of energy. Crowd was loving him. And also, towards the end of the press conference, Yuri was asked about the altercation between him and Josh Hokit. And he was just like, who is that? And then Josh Hokit went on another schizo rant where he started talking about he wants a division for every weight class, middleweight and to heavyweight. You see how Johnny Walker's looking at him right now? That's how I was looking at the nigga the whole time. I ain't gonna lie. It was pretty funny, though. But yeah, overall, the press conference definitely, I would say, is like a 9.6 out of 10. Hit that follow button if you're new. Join the Discord link in the bio. And as always, y'all let me know y'all thoughts.